Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about a big problem that a lot of us Jeepers have after we lift our Jeeps, and it's going to be this problem right here. Getting into the Jeep without steps. Today we're going to talk about these awesome Rock Slide Engineering Power Deploy steps. Okay, for my setup I have the Rock Slide Power Step, the skid for it, the rocker guard, as well as the light kit that goes inside, and the door delete kit. Let's talk about each one of those. So if you're anything like me, you change your mind a lot or you can't decide that perfect fit, I went through 3 or 4 different slider steps to be able to just figure out what I like. I went to these about a year ago and I can tell you that I love them. They really just stand up. You can use them as a rock slider as well as a step. They're able to take a hit, especially if you have this armor, the skid plate on it. I also went with the rocker guard, which we just talked about. They're really nice, and the lag on them is nothing at all. You shut them, they give you a second just to make sure you're off of them, but to open them back up, drops right down. And it's on either door. Leave it open, so if you're going back and forth, close it. Perfect. And then you can take these out on the rocks, bash them up, no big deal at all. So what happens when you want to take these beautiful doors off? That's one thing I like to do in the summertime. Most other Jeepers do too. You can't have these steps down, you look like a nerd, goofy. So we're gonna hit this button right here. It's called the door delete kit. You hit it and it activates the switch so the steps go up. Hit it again, steps come down. You just manually override basically the entire switch system. One of my other favorite parts about these steps is that you can turn them off completely. Say you're out on the rocks and you really don't want to have the step extend, or you're in a bad spot, you want to get out of your Jeep to check your line, or just anything in general. There's an actual power on off switch in here. You can switch them off. They're extended right now, so when I shut the door, they won't go up. They'll stay down. You can do the opposite of that as well. Turn them back on. We're gonna act like the door's shut is what we're using the door delete for. Turn them off. Now the step won't open. Back and forth. Hit the button. Nothing. So if you're out on the trail, you don't want to have that mud or any rocks up in them. Don't want to bash them up. Just turn those off. It's no big deal. Let's flip these back on. All right, so they're gonna recycle. So what happens if you're against a rock and you forget to do that? Say there's a rock here, we're gonna use my leg as a rock. They come down, they'll stop, they won't hit. They just stop. You move out of the way, they're still there. Turn them back off, up like that. Also, if you have kids or anything, if you have something on top of the steps and then shut the door or turn the step off, like so, say you're still on the step, you close it. It closes, it just moves a little bit, but then it's free to move. So nobody's gonna get their hands smashed, fingers smashed, anything like that, toes, nothing. Everybody will be safe and sound like we like. The only thing to be aware of, that if you do install these and you're opening them, playing with them, opening them, closing them, opening them, closing them, and then they don't open or they don't close for you, they have a trigger or setting where if they opened or closed too many times, they'll shut off. To reset that, so mine are still working, to reset that you just need to turn the power button off, wait 5 seconds and turn the power back on, and they'll reboot, I can't talk today, reboot back up just fine for you and work perfectly. The only other option that I have added to my steps than what would come stock is I have the LED lighting kit inside that connects to the power wiring harness that we have already with the Rock Slide steps. And you just run that right inside, and when it's dark out, open the doors, you've got light. It's great. Last but not least, we have our last question that everybody likes to ask. What do they weigh? Are they extremely heavy? Are they light? Do they hold up? They do hold up. The weight is about 235 total for both sides. That is the step, the armor, and the rock slide or rocker guard, I'm sorry. So the skid, the step, and the armor guard, $235. Steps come in about $150. Skids come in about 65-ish total, and then the armor comes in about 20. Overall, I love these steps. They've been great to me. I am a little bit shorter on the shorter side compared to my Jeep, so these make it really nice to get in my Jeep. And on that note, we will see you guys on the next video. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, hit up our Instagram. We'll see you next time.